The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. Thrill is gone, baby. The thrill is gone away. What done me wrong, baby? You'll be sorry someday. Thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away from me. Thrill is gone, baby. The thrill is gone away from me. Although I'm still alone, but so lonely I'll be. Well. I guess it's good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Dear God, Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this beautiful, beautiful thing we call life. Thank you for the beautiful people and all their families, and hope everybody has a safe and blessed day. No matter who it is, if you have to put your hand on their heart and arms around them, Lord, let them know that this too shall pass. In your name we pray, amen. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. What's up, people? They call me Babyface Nelson now. Look, Babyface Nelson. We're waiting for the Maxter to get in here. I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning, man. This is a great morning. It's nasty over here, though. Hey, hi, Code. Hey, hi, BB from VA. Johnny Macalonitz. Steven. Sophie. Michelle. Drazzo. Rabbits of Chaos. Wanda. Oh, Wanda. Beautiful people, beautiful people, beautiful people. I hope your day is as beautiful as I am. And if you guys drink water, this new water is banging. It's called Zen. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Very, very good. Very, very, very good. So anyway, March is over and nobody excited. Oh, I'm excited. Look, think of all the stuff we went through. We've all come together through these little communities. We went through the chaos, the drama, the bull crap, the fake people, the clowns, the this one, the that one. I mean, it's a big, I would say a big win, a big success. I mean, like I said, they say today is hump day. I say today is chump day. Because if you really look at what we have and what we all are up against is a bunch of chumps that never stood on anything in their life. They'll say the most hideous things about each other's families, wives, kids, and then they'll hang out. And that's fine. But the chump stuff is for real. Like, it's the same thing when you guys see, if Johnny's trying to explain or somebody else or whoever, any other content creator, it's like, always has to call out bullshit because these guys are chumps. See, in my day where I come from, if you had a problem with somebody, speak your mind. You say it to their face. These guys don't do any of that, man. And the thing that's so crazy is the irony is that the so-called mob genre is all about attacking kids and families, which that's not what none of that life is about. Kids and families are usually off limits. The only time you see that is in third world countries and dictatorships. So then you got to say to yourself, is that what these guys are really about? They want to be a third world country? I mean, look, I feel everybody in the right mind. Let me watch what I say. Everybody can say what they want, do what they want, but people see through all that, the bullshit, the drama. Like all these clowns that have been up here attacking women, attacking kids, going after people, doxing people, man, that's chump shit. So today you should celebrate yourself. This is your holiday. To all the chumps out there, this is your day. Like I said, if I would have put something else in the title, dropped the name or said something really, really crazy, then a lot of people would want to see what I have to say. But to me, I don't like that. Cool Gamer, what's up? I like to have a limited select few good people that I know that really stand for the same shit I stand for. Don't like the bullshit, don't like the drama. Hold on 1 second, guys. Trying to see who okay, just making sure. But anyway, we did the Daily Bread. Snurk, what's up? Like, there's so much other stuff to talk about too. And I think third Friday, maybe I'm going to try to do a show reaction video on some of the stuff that's been going on. And I don't know if you've seen one of the shorts that I did. The grandmom, she's at a funeral. She says, life is like walking in the rain. You can either, say, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to get wet. Or you could just go outside and get wet. I mean, what's the difference? None of these people, these chumps, these clowns, they don't have anything in their life going for themselves, right? But you have to really say to yourself, man, forget how it sounds and how it's the same repetitive shit. Look at yourself and say, wait a minute, man, like attacking kids and families and all that, like there's something not right, sick. And then you got to see all the people that follow that. Look, these guys, they do videos about me. They do videos about Johnny. They do videos about Sessa, everybody. But the thing is, these are all supposedly all grown men, right? But they'll never say anything to your face. It's just always something behind your back. And we don't condone violence. We don't want to see any of that. But I'm just glad you guys can see now, finally. You guys get to see who these clowns are and what they're about. And that they're really, like, the old timers when I was coming up, they're like, hey, look at that dude, he's a punk. That dude's a chump. Like, that's really what these dudes are. That's all they have. But I'm glad that a lot of people are understanding and waking up. Yeah, I went on a little bit early. Let me see some. So, but anyway, there's a lot of good things coming, man. We got some good stuff. The weather's about to break. We have so much stuff going on. Interviews, street stuff. I can't wait. There he is, big bro. What's up? Like, you got to be a chump to think that you coming on this YouTube and talking and thinking that what you stand for isn't anything other than being a chump. Always. Every single one of you, man, because none of you stand on anything. Every other time it's we hate rats, then you got rats on your show. Then it's, oh, we can't talk about rats. We got to talk about these guys who attack our families when there's never any attack on anybody's family, man. You know, and all the stuff that happened, we all went through that shit. These guys act like every day somebody's attacking. No, that's just the license for them. You know, that's their chump card. Hi from Italy. They don't, Steven. And you know what? To be honest, I always say I love it this way. Good people in here, you know, so you don't have to worry about 10,000 million. Like Johnny, I don't know how they do that shit. All them guys, man. You get all these people in your chat and you got to keep up with that shit. And, you know, my message is plain and simple. You know, no matter what you guys think of me or think of where I was or who I stood next to or whatever, at the end of the day, when it came down to being a fucking man, I came down and put my foot down and I showed you I'm a man. I never tolerated disrespect towards women. I didn't do shows with any informants. I always helped him. I didn't disrespect people, but I kept myself, you know, my standards where they're supposed to be at. And I stood on business, my own business, what I believe. Where you've seen time and time and again, you go see the tapes. You'll see these guys aren't who they say they are. Yeah, the chunk card. It's funny too, because I watch Sophie like from the bushes. I watch her like the way she dissects all that shit. And I'm like, man, like I couldn't have the time to do it. I think it's great though. She has a great way to, and she has good numbers. People want to hear that because she's not yelling and screaming. She's sitting there telling you how it is. And I think that's great because one thing I loved about the outcome of these clowns and these chumps is that a lot of women in these communities who were being attacked or ridiculed before, or whatever the hell they went through, now have a voice, finding themselves. Then, wait, let me not say that. So you got to watch everything you say. Not saying they didn't have a voice before, but it's hard when you come up here and a man's threatening you and trying to tell you he's going to be under your bed or he's going to, you know, act like he's going to put your whole family out there and they're going to dig out everything in your past to just prove that how much of a scumbag you are, we are, and they're not. But see, the scumbag move is when you got to dig into the past and do all that shit. And like when Sophie does that show and breaks it down and shows the difference, I think that's good. I don't understand half of the people they talk about, but I understand what she's doing and her message. So Sophie, shout out to you. Cage and Brandy, what's up? Dad C4, my brother. That's big bro right there. He's been down with me for day one. Look, like my shirt stopped bullying. Looks getting tight. Summer's coming. If I told you what I ate yesterday on my cheat day, you guys would be mad. But I'm trying to look younger over here. But no, that's another thing too. Like most people know. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on?
Most people know that it takes more muscles in your face to make a frown than a smile. So if you want to be miserable, and that's really all I see these guys, man, bunch of miserable chumps that you know, I would never do this, I would never do that, and everything you see is just the total opposite. And I am declaring today National Chump Day, and they are all chumps. Hey, Jen and Bear, what are you doing? Anything good?
Just taking in my cup of coffee here and fixing
Girl,
to roll one up. Mint chocolate
that's what's
chip
up.
today.
Huh?
Mint
Oh,
chocolate
really?
chip today, yeah.
I have some runts here, or whatever it's called. Runts,
Runts is
something
good.
like
I
that.
almost got some runts up there yesterday. They had a sale on runts, but couldn't turn this down. So what
Nah,
are we
man.
talking about? Chumps today.
No, I just like not even obviously I'm not mentioning any names, but I just feel like the definition of a chump. I'm not saying you or me's perfect, but at least like what I'm saying is a chump when it came down to the business of there's only one ways to go forward in this YouTube thing is to attack families, children, dox people, Like when you put your foot down and say, yo, I'm not with that, or I'm done with that shit. Like none of that shit. Now, mind you, shit you've done, I've done, we've all been attacked. Our families have been attacked. But I think it's a growth process, like life. Like who could tell on the internet who these people are? But when you grow and you get better and you understand, that makes you you know, a character, good character, not a
Yeah,
chump. Because I think that's what these guys are. I think it's really it's just all a hoax, man. It's like they do shows about you and me and even Sophie or who this one and that one, and like nobody even cares, man. Really,
I
nobody.
came to a conclusion. I was thinking about. I think we started to talk about this a little bit, but just well, we were talking about another content creator, one that's given the Chumps a good run for their money. I mean, he's really bringing it to them with the receipts and the things like that. I don't
Oh
personally
yeah.
like that guy, but anyways,
Hey, Annette.
um, so I was thinking to myself, because I saw the people in his chat, and it's like, okay, so let's just say, for instance, because I seen this particular person went after Jules for no reason, but there is a reason. So I saw the crowd he has. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to get all the Hive and Jules's followers and people that like her to hate watch him. And then on the next day he attacks another group, which is a whole nother bunch of viewers. So he's trying to like get as many people in there as possible. And that's basically what they're all trying to do. So I thought to myself, well, what if the guy succeeds and he manages to pack 600 people, real organic asses in chairs, watching the videos? Well, first off, nobody's making money hand over fist. So what is
Nah.
what's the trophy here? What's the gain? Just to say I had people in the chat. Uh, Drama is like the talentless go-to thing that people do on YouTube. Do that with content, you'll impress me. But so I thought to myself, because I could be on here doing the same thing day in, day out, and really taking it to them and getting numbers and pissing them off and all that. But what was I gaining from that? Absolutely nothing but grief and problems for the people I care about and my friends. It's basically by me being involved in that, it's affecting everybody around me, and I don't want to be responsible for that. It's a
No.
very sick environment. So, you have to be a chump if you can't figure it out. Okay, it's time to do something different. It was fun for a little bit, but when you can't truly learn from the bullshit and better yourself and move on, then you truly are a chump because you can't pull yourself away from the nonsense. My
Eh,
humble opinion.
well, to add to that too, if I like to say it this way too, which I think I've said to you when we were on the phone. Look, I've never cared about numbers. I'm not on here consistently. I understand. I mean, I put time in, but family takes precedent, number one. But if Johnny and I and all some of these people in this chat or other content creators, if they're, the chumps claim that they're scumbags, low lifes, and this, that, people who are no good, like, again, why do you give us attention? Why would our name and why would our picture
Right.
being your thumbnail, meaning that if we're scumbag lowlifes, there's nothing to gain. You're saying in one breath, there's nothing to gain with these dudes. Don't, these dudes are clowns. Stay away. Da, 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 da. But yet you want to have every day us in your mouth, our nuts in your mouth. Literally, my balls and my piece of deal was in their mouth for a year. Because see, they don't even, that's how dumb they are. Chumps don't realize the difference. Like you actually are helping the algorithm. We don't even have to go on, but the more you talk shit, you help us. Now, a smart individual, I think, would have picked that up. So I don't believe they're smart, man. None of them. I don't think any of these dudes are smart. To be
No,
honest,
not
I
at all.
think it's the opposite, man. You know, like
Well, that's and here's another, and you're right. They're not very smart because, like I just said, when you realize who the targets become by being involved in this shit, or you realize, hey, um, they're attacking. I realize they're going to attack. There's certain people that are going to go after my family and me, regardless whether I give them attention or not. But if you're on here and you're actively engaging in that shit, then you don't have an excuse. You know what I mean? Then you are putting targets on these people's backs. You know what I mean? So
damn
it's
right.
stupid, man. It's no more. No, I mean, and look, I've lost a couple of subs because the people that want to watch all the bullshit, uh, I guess they want to clean out. They want to be able to not have a crowded uh, group of subscriptions, so they can see what drama's going on when they don't want to miss anything. So if a
Give me
channel's
1 second, bro.
not going live all the time, they remove it. So, or people that just were subbed that don't like me, oh, if he ain't going live, I'm gonna. So basically, all the Nimrods are unsubbing, which is good. Bye bye. It's. I've had a lot of time to have some realizations and things about this. It's just I've been so turned off to the whole YouTube thing, and that's sad because there's a lot of things that can be done on YouTube that are positive things. So I kind of like rebooted a little bit, shut the motor down, had a chance to like step away and think about some things of what I want to do, what's important, what's not important, who's important and who's not important. And you know, in that time, I've seen the same crap go on. It ain't getting any better. It doesn't really gotten any worse. It's about pretty as bad as it can get right now, I would think, as far as I'm concerned. The real world crap.
But the thing that like if you got guys that are supposed to be certain age, that of almost an elder, and you have guys supposedly did time, you have guys that claim that everybody else, is stupid and doesn't know nothing, and they are the only ones. They're Encyclopedia Britannica. Nobody else knows anything but them. How the frig do they really like? Even the people that stand with them or support them, like it's almost cold shit because there's no way you could tell me that these guys are making headway with anything they've ever done. The only way they've ever gotten any numbers or views is if they were buying them or they're bashing families to where it means that like you really want to support people that'll go to any lengths to talk about kids, to talk about somebody's wife. Like, okay, like I said, everybody went there. There was a time when people were ping ponging back and forth. But then a lot of people said, wait, this is kid shit, man. This is not what I want to be doing. I don't like when it happens to me. I don't like doing it to other people. I'm stepping away. But then these mother humpers, that these chumps are double, triple down, man. And it's like I watch other content creators and some of the guys that go after them make sense. Like their numbers are down. Nobody's watching them. Don't like when you guys are having pulling numbers like me, and I'm talking positive. I'm not attacking anybody. That's pretty sad because drama brings a lot of, attention. So you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. The money's down, the numbers are down. What I'm getting at is people really know in these communities where the shit lies. It's almost like we're over here on a beach somewhere with all these good people, and these people are over there, living in squalor, sending pamphlets out talking about come check out this 5-star resort. You know what I mean? Like it's a fucking hoax every day, man. Really. For
And
real.
and and what have we done? I mean,
Yup.
like
And
you
that
said, we've ping ponged back and forth, like you said, and I know that there's certain people that are still exposing them and bringing out receipts and reaching out to this person from their past, and then that they it's
Yeah.
just I don't know, man. It's never going to stop. I don't need to be a part of it. They've been
Nah, fucking right.
exposed so much, right? Everybody knows who they are, right? So what more do I need to say or do to open people's eyes? The people that wanna that didn't know now know who these people are. If they choose to follow them, that's their problem, you know. But that it's like you said, if you're not smart enough to figure it out and say, hey, this shit's for the birds and move on, then yeah, then I feel sorry for you, because then you're gonna stay stuck on stupid and be involved in this shit forever. Who wants that?
Yeah. You're right, Steven. I really I believe that, man. I do believe that a lot. Like I was reading about that yesterday on about no Wanda, it's happy chump day now. But no, I was watching how like people not like how she says that there's like hate watching, like that's a real thing. Like
Yeah,
people have this disdain for other people. First off, you don't know anybody, you never met them. You're going off of what the internet, what you see or what you think is right. I just think it's ridiculous, man, because I think people's demeanor, no matter what you've been through, who you went after, who you attacked, I think people have shown to be steady. I know I have, you have, and these guys have, like I said, man, they went off the reservation, bro. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's funny to me because, like I said, and I'm speaking to all you chumps out there, Sun Tzu, The Art of War, 48 Laws of Power. You guys are hurting yourselves, man. Like, take a look back and see what you're doing. Don't
well,
blame
see,
anybody else.
if they say that, if they come on and they say, hey, it's time to make a change, in their eyes, if they do that, then that's admitting that they're doing something wrong to begin with, and they know what they're doing.
Yep.
So they're not going to change or even admit that there's anything wrong with what they're doing, because first off, that's weakness in their eyes. In my eyes, it takes a man to say, hey, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. I was involved in this and I shouldn't have been doing that. I feel bad about it. And I'm not going to do that anymore. And there may be some people out there, I don't like them, but for the things I've done to them, I apologize. That's not weakness. That's me taking responsibility for my
Exactly.
shit as a man. And but that's something that's out of reach for their character. They're never going to do nothing like that. And once you realize that, what's the point? What's the point? And even the way that they say that we're insignificant and don't matter, and and they shouldn't be mentioning us or bringing us up, but they do. But that's projection once again, because they truly are insignificant to me. You don't see me posting shit about that. You don't see all of them in my daily thumbnails. You know what I mean? So who's really the one that's has a problem with people living in their head rent free? Not me. I don't think about this shit. I truly don't think about it much anymore. I don't. It's uh, in fact, a lot of the stuff that's going on, I don't even. Every once in a while, I'm like, hey, this guy really took it to that guy real good. Like, oh yeah, cool, good to hear. Like that's about the extent of my involvement these days. I don't even go watch the video or
It's
even
funny
parts of
too,
the
though,
video.
because I'm just gonna keep it real because the numbers don't lie. But you know, uh, you seen JC went on soft white. What was it? Soft white underbelly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Whether we agree, dislike, like anything, this is all I want to say. Hold on 1 second. Where's it at? That's coming up.
Oh, let me explain. Let me. Okay, so I
Bro, he's got 70, almost 75,000 views so far, which is mostly, you know, Mark Larita, his show. That's his people. But
sure. Look,
hey man,
I don't have any hate towards JC.
yeah, me
Um,
either.
here's my dealings with JC. Me and him were actually pretty good terms for quite a while. Um, if anybody remembers back, he used to be
Yeah,
on
yeah,
a panel with me and you on a regular basis in the morning on my
yeah.
come on my show. One of those shows one morning, he got on my show and he started screaming about Dominic Crea and his father, and said some horrible things about his father.
Which
And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Stephen
whoa,
Cree is a
whoa.
stand-up guy,
I
bro.
don't, yeah. And I said, bro,
yeah.
I don't know these people. Please don't, that's not my opinion. I don't know these people. And I texted him, I was like, man, stop that shit. So, like, we're still live, right? And I get a text from him and he's telling me to private my video. You're going to come on my show, trash somebody and their father. And it's, everybody knows all about that and the whole we push back and all that, right? So,
yeah.
he demands that I private it. So I message him and I was like, bro, you're going to pull that shit again? You either let me know you're planning on, going left on me, or do that shit on your own channel. So after that, he never came on. Okay. Fast forward a little bit. I leave the community. Me and Sophie start doing paranormal stuff. And the guy in the South starts attacking me and my family very, very viciously, my wife and my daughters. And JC was right up on that panel, going right along with it, even chiming in. Okay. So when all that blew up and basically the guy in the South ran everybody off because he was so unbelievably nasty, nobody wanted to be kind of like tied to that. I received a friggin' text from JC. And I still have all of this text correspondence saved because I don't get rid of anything. And he's saying some shit like, it's all the stuff that went on. You and me and you have common friends. And he name drops a couple of people. Doesn't apologize for, being part of the attacks on my family. And I said that. I said, bro, you were up there going after my wife, going after my kids, talking to, being up there and participating in that bullshit. I'm like, kick rocks. I got no time for you. So there's that. So, that. And look, I've heard him say his bullshit stories on my channel a million times, man. Me personally, I don't believe a damn thing he has to say. It's the same crap over and over and over again. It's not even believable bullshit. So whatever. But we know there's 1.5 million people on YouTube right now that are making all kinds of fucking views and money off of lies and making shit up. Salute.
Yeah, what's up with that, bro?
I don't care. Like, that's good for you. Good for you. Like, I'm happy for anybody doing that, right? But if you've insulted my family, don't expect any fucking cheers or claps from me. That's all I'm saying. Call me an asshole, whatever. But that's just how I feel about it.
And I can say from meeting you and your wife and shit up close and a couple times, like, first off, they got it right, especially about your wife, man. She's a good person, man. Like, good mom, good girl, like, has your back, like, hardworking person, puts her life on the line. Like, that's another thing too, man. When you finally like really get to meet somebody up front, and then like you might have been standing by, or even if you beef with somebody, you feel like a fucking asshole. Like, damn, like, even though I didn't take it to the extent that people did, like when I apologized, and she didn't have to accept it, I think she did, but I understand that you feel like an idiot because it's like, whoa,
your heart lies, bro. She knows.
But this isn't her. Like, she's not this person, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. So it's almost like you chumps and dumb fucks. When you guys are doing all the shit that you're doing, it's a group think tank. You guys can't think for yourself. He's got to follow everybody else's lead. So I feel like for you, for me, to put your foot down and say, look, man, I don't want anything with that shit. Families, none of that. And they've attacked our family since, and we haven't done anything. I think that takes more of a man, Look at JJ.
JJ. No, JJ's 100% right. Some things are unforgivable. Maybe you can agree with it. If somebody's attacked my family, I've had a few people apologize. They were half-ass apologies. But if you're gonna try to give me one of those, which it's still an unforgivable offense. But if somebody tries to give you an apology, I've sometimes have accepted those in the spirit of trying to preserve my family a little bit. I can act like I accept an apology to get people to lay off of my family. I've had to do that a couple of times.
But I
But
think you know who's being sincere and who's not, bro. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
And that's
You
and
can
that's the
tell.
bottom line. The ones that aren't sincere, you're like, oh, okay, you're sorry. Okay, well, cool. Thank you very much. And that's the extent of it. And if they stop, great. If they don't, then you knew that their character anyway. But
And another thing
I'm with
that's funny to me, all these dudes that are all together, all these chumps, right? To get these clown chumps, Chumpies the clown, when they all get together and they're all like in each other's corner now and doing their shows and doing their lineup and who they're going to attack and who's in their sights. You know, the funny thing is, again, too, is every time they do that and put that show up or that thumbnail, they're basically saying again, let me reiterate, I'm weak. I don't have any of my own ideas. I have to be around a bunch of dudes and get input and insight because I can't think for myself. That's what I'm getting at. So not only do you follow other people's lead, but you can't think for yourself. To me, I don't see how any woman in their right mind would want to be with a guy or whatever. Some of these dudes might have boyfriends, teachers around them. Like, who would want to be in a relationship with somebody that can't think for themselves? That's
and
always
does the
like,
things they're doing. They can't think for themselves, and then they're involved in this type of shit.
I don't
That would
know. They
be
do.
my wife would be ashamed, embarrassed, and she wouldn't allow it. She wouldn't allow it because
That's,
what's that?
I'm sorry, bro. JJ, that's what I was saying to you earlier, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, when you come to
That's it. Yep.
families and you come that hard, like, you can understand some people, okay, like we all went through some shit, but there's some people that cross lines that you can never come back from, man. And remember, the key to life and the key to faith and living prosperous and living righteousness is you have to forgive, but there's nothing that says you ever have to forget. Remember that. And,
Right.
and I think these people think that everybody forgot. Nobody's forgotten, man. Like, we don't even care. I really don't care what they do. Do all the videos you want, you dumb fucks. You're keeping me in the algorithm. And basically you're showing me like that I'm on your mind. Little Johnny Max on your mind. Like,
All the
who
time,
are
man.
we?
24/7.
Gosh. Yeah, they do though. They constantly. And to be honest with the gay thing, look, I'm a heterosexual man, to each his own. I know gay people. My brother's friend growing up who used to protect him was gay. He could fight. He was a tough mother humper. But still though, like, when you have that much of homophobia in you and you're like everything gay, this one's that, like, there's something there, man. Like all these guys and all these rappers that were homophobic, now they're all coming out with these freaking tapes that they were sleeping with men. Like, that's the reality of it. Like, I
It's
might
not
not be a
normal.
guy. Yeah, like, I'm not the guy who you guys are gonna be able to come on here and say, Coach, going after this one, doing this and doing that. And I'm always gonna keep it real with you. And that's the only thing I could always promise. I never lie to you, and I always keep it real, man. Like, you guys have to understand that when the gay innuendos and all that and the homophobia comes from a place of, and when they make fun of me or other people who've been through SA and other shit or domestic violence, and they think that's real funny, they're the guys who, when you look at their cards, most of them guys have issues and cases going against women or whatever. I mean, whether it's like a restraining order, whatever. Look, I had crazy ass girlfriends. Everybody went through something, but it's always, this is what they do. This guy, no good, piece of shit, low life, da 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 da. And it's crazy because if you could take two side notes and you could look at their life and the person they're pointing at life, most of the time the person that they're pointing at probably has half the shit wrong than what they do.
That's the truth,
It's
bro.
just always deflection, man, because they're insecure They're not confident people, man. That's all that rah-rah and all the hot hoopla to talk. That's all bullshit. These guys aren't confident. They're
It's
not
bullshit.
content.
It's nonsense. You know the big mouth ogre. At one point in time,
Yeah.
we were going back and forth for the longest, like a year and a half, right? And when he apologized to me, and then he left, but before he left, uh, now you know what? I don't even want to talk about him. Forget it. You know,
That's
it was
pretty funny, bro.
it's. I don't even want to talk about him. I'm going back to old habits, and I don't want to do that. I really
Yeah,
don't.
but you know what though? But look how you're able to stop yourself and say, wait a minute, you know what? I don't even want to go there. Whereas they could never do that, bro. That's like I got all these texts and emails about somebody's doing a show and they're coming at me so hard. I
For
just
what though?
laugh.
But and you know what? And I heard that I was being talked about yesterday, and our friend was
Oh
being talked
yeah.
about. It's why, like, I'm not even on here, and they're still so they really
Yeah.
have some issues, man. It's some deep seated issues that
Oh, I didn't send you them pictures, did I?
what's that? Pictures of what?
Oh my god. Oh Johnny, this is hilarious, dude. Just do me a favor, look at your phone and tell me these aren't the best. This was the avatars, the ones I was telling you about. Wait till you see this shit. I don't want to put it up because but wait till you see. I just sent it to you. Hey Tina Bagel, Emerald. My wine's done. I gotta bottle it up this weekend.
Oh, nice.
We tried it on Easter. Came out pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, but if you read it, like I thought that was like, you know, there was a lot of thought that went into that, man. Did a good job. I thought it was pretty cool. But the other guy was blasting it on his show. He put them right up.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. They want to keep talking about me and you, man. They got their hands full. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they
it's
do.
not just them. I see that there's a large group of them that it's
No, they're
very
not.
apparent to me they've been working together for a very long time and leading people to believe that they weren't. And you know what? They can say what they want, but old crazy ass pizza had that shit pegged from day one. That it's all staged, that they're all working in cahoots and all that, and it's that's the one thing about that the craziness that runs through that guy's
Yeah,
mind.
but he makes more money than all them mother humpers, bro.
I know.
He really does, man. Like, look, whether
Does.
he likes me, doesn't like me, I could care less. I'm not saying that. I mean, the dude said shit about my father, whatever. I used to think some of the shit he said was funny, but what I'm saying is, I will say that, man. The dude makes money, and he definitely makes way more than them. And
Yep.
because
of
I
them.
don't think they're hating disdain is not really for who he is as a person, because they're sometimes worse than him. I think they're hating disdain is jealousy in them because of the money.
You got it. And it's not, and it's different for each of us. You know what I mean? That they have something that's lacking in their life. They see in you or me,
Oh yeah,
or any of them. Whatever. It's. I end up as
like think of this though. If I'm saying,
all
oh
the
fuck,
time.
fuck Johnny Mac, he's short, he can't do this, he couldn't have did that, he's a clown, he did this, he did that, fuck him, da 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 da. Like,
I know.
okay, then you're done. What else is there to say after that? If all right, you don't like somebody, you don't fuck with them. The same way we've proven with them, you cut them off, you move on, you don't look back. Like there was a rumor going around the other day, and I told you about this. I didn't want to bring it up, but I want to show you how sick these people are. Somebody started a rumor that my father passed away. That was the rumor. I was getting text, man, by like people were calling my phone, at least 13 people. I'm like,
That sucks, bro.
and I'm like, a couple of them, I was like, I didn't even want to respond because I don't even bother with people. But the other ones truly show concern and shit. But I just don't. How do you get to there, man? Like, What does my father have to do with any of this shit? You guys, all you do is pray for him. You guys, yo, I hope your father's all right. That means a lot. That means everything to me, man. I'm blessed to have this time, but to start that rumor, and then because what they did was, what I heard was from somebody who's, over, we got people in camps. They wanted me to jump out of the window and say, "Oh, you're talking about my father, you this and that," but I'm seasoned, man. I don't, none of that shit matters anymore. But I just think it's so low, man. So low.
Oh, y'all ain't
Y'all
gonna
need the
believe this.
Gargamel.
They're gonna get a kick out of this one. So, out of the blue the other day, my phone rings, and it's the fucking creepy mesh panty boy calling me out of the blue. And then he starts texting me, doing precisely what Code just said, trying to get me to respond, or I'm gonna answer
Just give me 1 minute.
that call, and there's gonna be 4 or 5 people listening in muted on that one. I mean, it ain't the first time, it won't be the last time he does that, or the call is gonna be recorded, handed over to them, or whatever. Like it's why all of a sudden now, all this time's gone by. Like when the whole Mesh Panty Boy situation first started, right? He reached out to me and he wanted me to vouch for him. I had never sent out no pictures and this and that, which I knew was bullshit, because a few people, because he had already sent pictures to me of other people that not YouTube people, and they were unsolicited. I didn't ask for them. Like, he just, for some reason, likes to show pictures. So I knew that the accusations were on point. I didn't need to talk to whoever it was. I know that that's within his character, right? So he wanted me to stick my neck out on the chopping block, and like, no, no, because you're going to take the little bit of credibility I have and destroy it. It's how come nobody else is vouching for you, right? So anyways, he calls me and then he starts texting me, and he's texting me about, sensitive stuff. It's why would you even be texting me or calling me out of the blue? You know what I mean? And it's just trying to get me, these desperate attempts to get to reel you back in. It's ridiculous, man. Like, no, sorry.
That's good though, man. That like I said, that shows a lot of growth, a lot of character, man. I mean, it's not even worth it. Just keep on moving, man.
It just, every once in a while, some people pop up out of nowhere. It's I've been shocked a few times about people that have reached out. Even Pizza tried calling me here recently, and I have no doubt that he regrets doing what he did to me and a few of us, because he gets a little paranoid. People get in his ear, and then he makes a mess and blows up situations and friendships, and then he feels bad about it. Things change down the line. Only I've given him too many chances, and what he did this last time is so freaking unforgivable and ridiculous. But and he's still doing the same thing on here, but but like you said, at least he's making money on here. I don't know, man. It's a very toxic environment, and YouTube can be good. I'm working on I'm working on content, things like that, but I will never go back to the way it was. I've done it, tried it. Time to move on.
Yeah, somebody had said earlier, did you you look like you're in a haunted house.
Oh yeah, it's my green screen.
Oh, that's what's up.
I
Can you
actually
hear them, nurse? Can you hear them? The nurses are walking up. This just never stops, man. Like that's what's really important. Like your family, man. Make the best of what you got, who you got around you. Like, could you imagine, like, nobody can ever tell me their life is good when every day all they're doing is bullshitting, fighting with people, drama. I mean, that's not a good life. That's a life filled with a bunch of freaking bullshit, man. You're faking yourself. If you think that that's a good life, you bumped your head straight up. But
so JJ, so here's the
Can you
thing.
give me 1 minute while I run downstairs, bro?
Sure, no
All
problem.
right.
So when you have a CTE, a TBI, or whatever, you see certain lies. Sometimes people lie without knowing the situation well enough to lie. If you have a traumatic brain injury and you have to have a burr hole drilled in your skull to let blood out or to relieve pressure or something like that, you're not going to be sparring in with anybody the next day or even a week later or even a couple weeks or maybe probably not even a couple weeks later if you've had a burr hole drilled in your skull and your brain was swelling. You know what I mean? So like the fact that he said that he had that, he told me that he had to have blood drained from his skull and then he's sparring. Come on. You know what I mean? Like I guess he didn't look up the recovery time for something like that. It's just the lies, and that's what's really giving me the bad taste for YouTube. Really, not really YouTube, but uh, a lot of YouTubers is the lies. You know, I've been truthful about who I am and my background and all of that, and so is Code. But there's some people on here that just are constitutionally incapable of being truthful, even with themselves. And that's not the type of people I want to be around. The liars. That's especially when they lie on you. But you know, the ones that are doing that now, I don't think there's many people in reality, in the real world, that are paying attention to what they have to say. If hypothetical situation, I'm going for a job to work in an office or something, and I go and I was interviewed, and then somebody like the guy from the South in Florida decides to message that place. I mean, it's pretty simple. I could pull up. I said, okay, well, take a look at this person's background and record. Speaks for itself. You know, you look at some of the things that they do, speaks for itself. You know what I mean? So, like, really, uh, do they have any type of significance in the real world? No, none. Now, I don't want anybody to freak out because I put a like on one of Maria's posts, but I was just going to use her as an example. You know, when you go and lie, you can lie on YouTube and twist things. When you go into a court like last summer, this shit got squashed immediately because she's kept going talking about this and that, and you know, you can't bring that the lies and the twisting of reality into reality. You know, like YouTube's fantasy land. You bring that shit into the real world, it doesn't work because it doesn't fit. But I did put a like on one of her posts. It was she dressed up all tuna can in like a dress or something. It was funny. So just to I don't even know why I did it. I was just sitting there, maybe just being facetious a little bit, and I put. I think this is the first time I've ever liked anything you've ever posted, is what I put, and that was it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, she put a like on that for one reason only, and just to put a bug up his ass. You know, because because to be honest, if she was to comment on one of my posts, I would have just knocked that right off and got rid of it. But I don't know. We're very different people. Hey, Amanda, good morning. Hey, Selfie Queen Cindy, Rabbit, good morning. How y'all doing? I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Yeah, I know, JJ. The movie Concussion. He's that, and that's another example right there. The freaking lies. You know what I mean? And some of the lies are so bad, and some of the lies are benign. Some of the lies are really really nasty. Like when it gets into the stolen valor spectrum, and so being truthful goes a lot further. But then we also see that lies sell. There's people on here selling books and stories to channels that they're just not true. They just sit up there and just make shit up as they go along. I can throw out many examples of that, of people I've had interactions with in a negative capacity on YouTube. I can show many examples of lies over and over again, disgusting lies, and some of them are just to boost themselves up, and some lies are to tear others down. But either way, that some people, that there's a lot of them that just have problems with being chronic liars. And that's one of my pet peeves. That's one of the things I hate them. Two things I hate more than anything in this world: a liar and a thief. And now a cheater, being a cheat goes along with lying, but in a way. But a liar, is I can't stand it. Liars and thieves. And it's kind of ironic because back in the days of my addiction, uh, I had a little problem with the nerve pills, and those things would make you get sticky fingers. Like not like in stores and shit. That would, like little things too. Nothing that would be of any value or any reason why I would need to take it. You know what I mean? It's like I would like little bitty things, like little bottles of cologne, candy bars, shit like that. For some reason, benzos make you go klepto. I don't know, but and I'm not the only one. I hear that a lot with those. So those were a big problem for me. Like I said before, if people could have seen me back then, and some of the other people that are in recovery, I'm sure you can attest to that too. As to what you were like back then, probably night and day compared to how you are now. And so when they talk shit about me and my past, and you're selling methadone, that don't bother me. You want to know why? Because I'm grateful to be alive. You know what I mean? I'm very grateful to be alive. My kids have learned from my mistakes, and I luckily none of my kids are doing the things that I was doing. They don't have addiction problems. I just, and that's because they've seen some of my struggles. So you can knock that all you want. I have a very open relationship with my kids that's done well because they've learned from my mistakes. So when they try to trash me, what are they really doing? They're showing their ignorance, because there's a lot that can be learned from somebody who's been through, somebody that's in recovery. You should listen to somebody like that, because somebody that's in recovery shows a person has natural resilience, and definitely a strong-willed individual. I'm telling you what, and that's another misconception. You got me going off on recovery crap now, but a lot of people say, addicts are weak. Nah, that's pretty fucking hard to be an addict, to get up every day and be sick and have to go through that crap. That's a very fucking hard life. There's nothing weak about that. But
Bro, thank you so much, bro. My dad, of course.
no problem.
No, listen.
You got right in time, man. So
no, I want to give you guys something to laugh at. So the girls that come, right, the nurses are here now. They won't clean them or wash them, but nothing. So now anyway. So he has an accident. Obviously, I'm cleaning him up. I got him on the side. I got to do all this stuff. And then he can't control himself. He has proctitis. We got other tests we're doing. So it's like he is so inflamed with gas that it's like he just keeps farting and like going, and it's like crazy. Like it's like you're freaking like dodging shit. It's like, but like just that little stuff is like the memories. Like at least I could say, like, God forbid when the good Lord takes them, I'm not on YouTube harassing people, dissing people. Like, I'm trying to be the best son I could be, the best father. And what could they say for themselves? What are they doing, man? Because I don't
And you're
see any
there
of
with
this,
them,
bro.
and you're there with them, man.
Yeah.
Spending that time, you can't get back that time being there. Yeah, that's priceless.
No. Hey, Cindy's in here too. Hey, Cindy. No, I appreciate that. Oh yeah, benzos. They're the worst to detox from. But that's good though. I heard you were talking your kids, man. They're doing, that's the best thing. Like, we don't want none of our kids to follow our footsteps, man.
That's it. Yep.
You
That's
know,
it.
that's bad business.
Another reason I wanted to knock off the nonsense, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Now, if just in case any of those nitwits are watching, and this is a question,
Oh, you know they
have
are.
to answer. Would you be
Like a
embarrassed?
more
Now, and this goes to all the clowns over there too. Would you be embarrassed if you were sitting in a room full of people, strangers or family that's unaware of what you're doing on YouTube? Would you be embarrassed to show them your channel and what you're doing? Would you be embarrassed to have them watch your content? Because I got rid of anything that I was ashamed or embarrassed of, and I'm not, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to know. I was sitting at a funeral one time, and I was watching people come through and walk around, and I'm sitting right in the middle. There's a couple hundred people in this room, and for some reason, the dude in Florida and his obnoxious voice popped into my head because I saw a notification pop, and this little face popped up on the notification, and I thought how horrified I would be if all of a sudden that video popped on and some of that filth came off of my phone and people could hear that. And they're like, what in the hell is this guy listening to? What's he involved in? You know what I mean? How ashamed and embarrassed I would be. You know what I mean? And that's
not to defend you or anybody else or whatever, but not for nothing though. It's not like, you got to remember though too, everybody who's listening, it's not like when you were going after and doing shit that it wasn't, retaliation, people attacking your family, bro. Like, you see pictures of your kid or you hear something, man, like, you're going to defend your family, and that's what you did. You did your video, you said shit. We all did that. I think that's one of the things I don't think that you should apologize for, because you did the right thing, man. And then, however, but then you stop. That's the thing. These guys aren't stopping. They just keep going, double, triple down it, man. It's like,
and that's not defense, So that's what I was going to say earlier. The guy that apologized to me, tuna can, and left, one of the things he said in the apology when we had like a 4-hour conversation, is that, he was mad that I brought my wife down to Florida and brought her around that guy. And that when he looked into my record, because that's what they do, right? They all want to dig into our lives and try to uncover every little tiny thing, look in every little nook and cranny. And he realized I wasn't that guy. You're not that guy that, that people are leading us to believe that you are. Because I don't have a history of abuse of women or children or being a rat or any of that crap. None of that is in my history at all. And I'm not. Have I made mistakes? Yeah, I used drugs, so I drove around. I got in trouble with little piddly shit. I don't have any serious crimes victimizing anybody, right? As we know, other people in the community do have crimes like that.
Yeah, so, man.
You're not that guy. But they're focusing on me. So they're focusing on me and Code. We're not on here, really not even on here defending ourselves. So are they really going to be able to claim that?
But I did hear though. I heard in the bushes that the reason why they're so mad is because you and I are not responding and doing shows.
I don't care.
And another reason, what I heard too, and I'll say this loud again, is that they're jealous of your numbers, bro. I heard this from somebody too, man. They're jealous. How the fuck could Johnny Mac get their numbers?
But that's drama numbers, though. but they're drama numbers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but
yeah,
still though, even if you do a show and you're just not attacking anybody, you can still between 150 200. They
yeah,
couldn't do
no,
that on their
that's
best day, bro.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but that's when I was going on consistently, and that's I can't do that anymore, man. Like I
Yeah,
can't
you
do
could if you
that.
wanted to. You just hard on
I mean, I
yourself,
could if I
man.
wanted to, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Like I can do that if I want to, but can they do content if they want to? How about that? You know, but
No,
that's the
no.
question. Can they do something other than be hateful individuals? Can they be
And I
positive?
was thinking too, is it really fair to say that what they do is content? Because their shows are technically scripted when you think about it. All of them. Because of all the, the coercing before and getting together. And, I think that
And they say the
yeah,
same
I think
thing over and over anyway.
yeah, it ain't shit, man.
But
This
is
one's
it really
clown, this one's
content?
no good.
It's hate content. I mean, is that would you consider that content? I don't. Some people do, but I don't really. You're right. I don't consider that content. It's filth.
No, I think it's ridiculous, man. I think it takes a lot to just go out and do be positive, try to have a good message, inspire people to do good. Like I said, there's people on here that don't like me, don't like you, who, whatever, who cares? You come in here respectfully, go wherever you go, respectfully, that's fine. But them other guys, man, I don't want anything to do with. I would never stand next to them dudes ever in my life. I'm glad that God woke me up. See, that's what they don't realize. You know, we were wised up. God showed us an out, gave us an out. And to me, that's what they don't understand. Sun Tzu, man, like use their own energy from my game. You dig me? Like they think that they whatever they want or they got this, they got that. When in all reality, that's not how it went down. My bad. I used their drama and their bullshit to plan my exit. I knew what I was doing all summer. I was planning that. And I said when September comes, I'm out. And that's how it was, man. Because to be honest, it started going in a route that number one, I couldn't even understand. Like, why are you attacking this one? Why is this one being attacked? Like, I didn't sign up for this. Everybody was supposed to be
Right.
on this no
Families.
attacking family campaign, right?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
And you know what? And I knew, man. I had heard through the grapevine that you were well, and you said it too that you were backing away. You didn't really make it that much of a secret that you were just kind of done with the drama and you wanted to move away. But I knew that there's no getting away because I went through it a couple of times with a few of them guys. You
Yeah,
try to
but
get away, they don't let you get away, bro. You're gonna
man,
get back.
fuck that. I was like, yo, fuck you. And I say it again and I say it on here for whoever don't care. And whoever does care, whoever doesn't care. I known Aunt Sessa a long time, man. That's like a brother to me. He's like a brother to you. So, first off, and we're from Philly. And it's nothing to do about his fucking street shit or anything he did before because Aunt changed his whole life. He's a great father,
Well, I don't
hard
know him as that.
worker.
I
He's
don't
a good
know
husband.
him as a street guy. I know him as a gentleman, a father, a businessman, and a friend. That's how
Yeah.
I know him. That's who I know. That's who he is to
Yeah.
me. I don't look at him and see a street guy because
Exactly.
that's not who he is. It's who he was. Like
Yeah,
and
exactly.
these people are failing to, but you know what? They want to pull the worst out of you. If they, you know what I mean? They want to see how far can we push any of these people to pull them out of character
I
or make
just
them
like to
break.
give some advice though to all the clowns out there and chumps that act like they could beat them. I'm gonna tell you right now, in PA, I think he had 60 some wins. I don't know how many wins he had.
64 or something, 64 out of
64, a couple losses, but I mean, he was
64,
there was
like
very
three
he was the
losses.
first.
Yeah,
He was like one of the. I mean, I was a little younger at the time, but growing up and hearing the stories and then knowing the guys he trained with and the guys he fought with, like we all got the same friends, man. Like everybody's same thing. He's. I just don't feel that any of these guys would say it to him face to face. I don't think all of them together would say it face to face to him. And that's not me trying to start something or me trying to, I'm just being honest, man. I know who he is, what he's about, and what he can do. And, you know, that's why I like the fact that he isn't doing that and he is being a different person. And, you know, people can say whatever they want, but, you know, that's my boy and I always have his back. And that's the thing. Like, these guys really thought that I would take them over him. Come on, man. See, Sun Tzu every time, bro. Like, you know, some
Well,
people act like they know the strategy, but hey, Shannon, how you doing?
hey, good morning, Sean. In the bushes, sometimes that's the safest place to be. Nothing wrong with
Oh
that.
yeah, damn straight. They
It's
called me Cindy. They're calling me Babyface Nelson. Babyface.
I had a little bit of a shadow going, and I had to shave it off, man. Like I think I start to grow it and think, maybe I'll grow a beard. Then it starts to it gets to the point where it's beyond the shadow just a little bit. It's in the awkward stage, and that's when it goes. I can't take it, and I shave it off. One of these days, I'll disappear for a month or two, and then I'll come back with a beard. Maybe next winter. It's getting ready to be. The heat's right around the corner. I don't want to grow a beard now. It's getting ready to be hot.
Yeah, these guys, man. I like Drazo's funny as shit, man. There's another dude they talk shit about whatever they said before, and you know he's black belt champ or whatever the hell. You know, it's like don't ever underestimate anybody, man, and keep your shit
I've
right.
grown to like him. We've grown a friendship. I like him. We get along well. He's a good guy. Another working family guy. It seems that I'm glad that I organically kind of click with those guys. That's because I used
Well,
to
his hair isn't
gravitate
better than
more
mine,
like,
though. Yes, it's Johnny Mac. He does. He get a haircut
get a
every fucking
haircut
week.
weekly. Yeah, I know. I know. I get my
Drazo, I
haircut.
don't want to do it to you, bro. You know me, bro. They used to
Yeah,
call
that
me
looks
the
smooth,
Italian
man.
Fabio.
Yeah, that looks like it's smooth. You must have just got that real clean. You just did that, huh?
Yeah, I gotta actually get it a little bit cleaner, but you know, it's all good, man. It's all good. I feel good, man. I'm blessed. I'm in a good place in my life, and you know, and actually, to be honest, there's a lot of you know, I could be another way. I could be very pissed off and angry, and I don't. There's no need to do that. Like even from the doctors, what they're doing, my father, what everything's going on. Like healthcare is. That's why I have a lot of respect for your wife, man. Because the last 2 years, I've really, you know, I mean, I've been up front and
They're
close with this for a
underpaid,
long
man.
time.
Healthcare's
But
underpaid, bro, big time. It's a tough job, man. Any healthcare worker, especially now.
oh yeah, it definitely is. And the thing is, man, it's a lot of work, bro. Like a lot to where like most people don't realize what goes into it. And your wife, again, she's taking care of people that she doesn't even know. Like I'm helping my father. That's you know what I mean? That's a big difference, man. It's a big difference. So no, I'm blessed, bro. I'm breathing. God is good. You know, got away from them clowns and keep going and keep pushing positive content, man. I mean, shit. You know, I
I
think that
was
it's great.
so I was watching. I got a notification the other day, and it was for Convict Inc. because Rob's in jail right now doing that time he got sentenced to, and
How much did he get a year?
something like that, like 14 months. I'm not sure. Not a lot of time, but that's still a lot of time to some people. Not a lot to others, but anyways, he's going through I guess a divorce. Him and Marta have officially split up permanently for good. It's really a wrap, and
That's a
he's
shame.
so the video, and he's talking about it, and you can see he's breaking it down and analyzing it, and then the one got privated, And so OG Mike is kind of helping him out and posting and running his channel for him. And so I messaged him. I was like, man, it's tough to see him struggling like that. So then that one privated. Then he did another one, and he's like, he did it, which was like the cleaner version of it. And still, man, he's hard time, and he's like over analyzing every little detail. If I could have done this or done that, or this is the reason, or that's the reason. And it's like I could. It's hard to see him going through that. And then I see the comments, and they're just ripping them apart. So like I've been corresponding with him, man. I really would like to have a talk with him, man. I feel bad for him. He's really suffering in there,
I
going
got
through.
nothing against the dude, man. I could care less what people say. I mean, obviously he proved that he was locked up and he was with around dudes that, that he was with. And to be honest, he called it on all these guys, man. Everything he said
Yeah,
about these guys in paperwork, like he was right.
yeah,
So
yeah. But he's got some demons, and he's very
yeah, but
much
he
into.
shares it with people, bro. That's a not to cut
Yes,
you
he
off, but
does.
I
Too
respect
honest
that.
though. I know, but to see that the thing is, sometimes I think he's a little too honest. He gives way too much information to where it hurts him. It's like I want to talk to him. It's like, all right, man, like I get it. Like it's the people aren't supporting him that like they should, and they're ripping them apart. So really, if I was gonna offer, he wants to vent, man. There's a few of us that'll listen to him, man. But if he wants to, he should get back to the content, because he's got tons of that. I feel bad, man, for when I see somebody suffering like that, struggling. That's all. I
I
just
think I
So
think I
prayers
think
for
it'll be
him, man,
good. Yeah, I wish him the best, man. Prayers for him. I hope that he
because his cancer came back, and like he was able to get some of that, get some chemo and treatment before he went back in. So like it's in addition to all that with this health stuff, it's a lot, and I know because I got health issues, so. It's just I just wanted to bring that up, so keep Rob in your
yeah, that's
prayers.
what's up, man. There's people that still, reach out and all. That's a lot of people, whatever with him, and I never had a problem, man. I thought he was all right. Other guys talk shit, this and that, but those pictures didn't lie, bro. He's with some serious guys, man.
Yep, yep. And that's
For
what it
real,
was.
for
They did
real.
the same thing to him that they did to us, and they got into his personal life and turned it upside down and got him sucked into the back and forth bullshit. And it not that was his undoing, but it certainly didn't help, man. It kind of like helped turn the pilot light up on his mischievousness. You know what I mean? Getting into shit that he shouldn't be getting into. But so
But
I
as like
saw
one
it
of the
before.
guys who Mr. fucking whatever he thinks he is with his channel, fucking coming at somebody, calling somebody a junkie and an addict when this guy's an addict himself and supposed to be in recovery and helping people. I mean, I've seen a couple dudes do that. It's
Yeah, well,
ridiculous, man.
because a lot of it's just for public perception. If
Yeah.
if they're perceived as somebody that has a channel that does addiction and recovery, and they're trying to help people, if at least it's perceived that way, it'll boost up donations, and that right there is despicable that somebody would do that. But come on, that's like in
Yeah.
the world of YouTube, that's actually very minor and minimal when it comes to offenses against people. That's nothing. That's just barely the tip of the iceberg. So
Drazzo said he did an overnight one. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I didn't do not a time. I never claimed that. A couple months, man. I wasn't even supposed to go away, man. I paid the lawyer good money, you know. But yeah, it's crazy too, because like we could easily, I could easily tell you stories about my life and name drop and say people, man, but I would never do that because there's number one, a lot of guys are still, you know, maybe involved, maybe not. But to me, there's just certain things you don't talk about. I don't know.
yeah, well, that there's nothing's off limits for some of these guys, man.
Yeah, Cindy. That's bad, Cindy. I don't like that. You know, somebody's an addict and you're calling them a junkie and you're an addict too. Shame on you, man. Like, it just shows. Today's National Chump Day. It straight is. Straight up. You know,
Yeah.
from New York, what we say over there, from New York in the Bronx. You know what I mean?
Be right back, y'all.
Cindy knows what time it is. From the Bronx, yo. A beat street, the king of the beat. I see you rocking that beat from across the street. Uh-huh. And Yonkers. Yonkers is some good dudes in Yonkers. Yes, New York. New York. New York. I'm a New Yorker. And then Cindy's Spanish too. So that's what I like about Spanish people, man. And Italians, anybody really, whatever background they're from, when they get mad and the accent starts really coming out, I love that shit. My buddy's father, we used to go to North Philly and he would get mad at him and he would curse him out in Spanish. Oh man, he would call him all kinds of shit. Pendejo, maricón. He would say, what would he say? Carlos says it too all the time. Tu says a pedazo, pendejo, something else he would say. Pretty crazy. Spanglish, I know, right? I think that's great, though. I love it. I think that's the R's, the tongue. Colombia's, they have a good accent, too. Puerto
I
Rican,
just saw this, bro.
Dominicano.
I
What's
just
that?
clicked on the show, and I didn't it actually, the background looks better than I thought, man. It looks
Yeah,
clear.
it does. It looks like you're in a fucking basement somewhere.
Let's see. I got to get some more backgrounds up here, man. It's fun. It's
Sophie, that's what I like about you when your show, when Sophie's like, now I know this heifer ain't gonna sit there and talk to me and think she's gonna like your accent comes out too, Sophie. I like that. She's like, I know this bitch ain't gonna talk this about me when I know that.
Oh, when she gets going, when she gets ramped up.
Yeah. Her accent comes out.
Yep. It does. I've noticed that.
I like when she's like, and she's going after the dude, she starts breaking it down. Well, let me remind you, Mr. or Mrs., of what you did, because to my recollection, as I recall,
oh, speaking of that,
y'all wasn't doing shit, but the same shit, different day.
Do you have a show planned today? Let me see.
And I'm like this. I'm like, Sophie, I don't know what to say. I'm like, it's colder than a billy goat.
11:15 paranormal reactions. Nice. Good. Some content. Awesome.
Who's doing that? Sophie is?
Sophie. Yep. 11:15.
Oh, yeah. What time? Today?
Yep. In a half an hour.
Oh, that's what's up.
So, Sophie, put the link here. I'll put the link in right now for it.
Yeah, drop the link, Sophie. Australia, mate. We got one for that too, mate.
All right.
Come on, brother. You know it from Australia, brother. I love the way they say brother in Australia.
I would like to go to Australia. I know they have a lot of deadly animals. Brother. Yeah, I know. And you got to fly over a lot of ocean, which kind of like my biggest phobia is sharks. Wait. So I hate being over water, but I would like to go though. See some kangaroos.
Hold on. I didn't even know. Sophie, my bad. Hold on.
They got a lot of neat wildlife out there. Yeah.
I think I took everybody's wrench because remember somebody was hacking my shit. Hold on, here we go.
Ooh, really? 24 hours of flying. Wow.
Yeah, it's long, brother.
Sharks. I mean, I've seen so many shows where people have been eaten by sharks, bit by sharks, or you see just the massive size of them. And if you're just a little piece of bait floating in the ocean, you're getting swallowed up.
Yeah.
I
You're
just don't
done.
want to be a fucking. I don't want to be shark shit. I'm sorry. Call me crazy, but it's just, you know what I mean. If you're floating in the ocean, if your boat sinks and you're floating in the ocean, and it's just the black or deep blue beneath you, and you can't see if there's a great white flying up from underneath, getting ready to grab you as it breaches the surface and splashes down, and there goes old Johnny Mac. You know, I'll be shark shit at the bottom of the ocean. I'm just not cool. I'm just not good with that. I don't want to be
Yo,
anywhere
fuck
where I
that
can.
ocean, bro. It's enough with that shit. Oh, the ocean, man. Fuck that. Yo, do you see how close they're coming in shore? You look at some of the Florida beaches, man. They're like 2-3 foot. Oh, I
Yeah,
love England too. Would you like a tea and a crimpet? A crumpet? You bloody bastard, you.
they don't do coffee over there. It's tea.
Yeah,
They're
tea. I love tea. You like
I love
coffee? I
tea
don't
too.
drink coffee. I like tea guy, man. For real.
I like both.
That's good. Sophie's gonna be doing her. Sophie, you're a moderator now. You can drop it.
So
I'm gonna check Anna too.
the other night, I told you all that about the mall over here that this kid had the girl had broke up with him, and he was in his teens, late teens, I believe, and
Yeah, I'm scared of jellyfish
he
more.
crashed his car and he
Oh
didn't make it.
man.
But anyways, I was over there, got pulled over as I was pulling in the mall too. They pulled me over. What are you doing? The mall's closed. And I was like, well, I'm going over here to do this. And anyways, I was there and set up and everything, and my camera, for some reason, my SD card it wasn't working right, and it said memory error, so I couldn't actually record it in night vision. But anyway, so I figured, okay, well, let's just give it a shot anyway, and stay here for a few and see if we can't get some interaction. And I got a hello, which I had the spirit box inside of a Faraday bag, so it should have been removing all of the radio interference. So I got a hello and my K2 meter pinned all the way at the same time. So I had the K2 meter would basically was the validation that it was possibly a response. So that excited me. So it was pouring here the last couple of nights. Last night it got cold again, but it's been pouring. So the next night that it's not pouring, I got my camera formatted, ready to go. Going back over there, I told Sophie about this, and if you interact with a spirit, sometimes you can develop a relationship with them. So hopefully I can go back and get a repeat interaction and better. So that's what I'm going to shoot for. It should be really fun. So,
Bro, you gotta see that movie. Hold on. That I was telling you about with Tom Sizemore. You know, he's my favorite actor. One of my
I
favorites.
watched that, bro. I watched that's
Did you like it?
Yeah, that's cool. That's a crazy movie.
I mean, a little weird, but it's
what the hell's the name of it again? I can't remember the name of it. For some reason,
yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now.
It starts with an I, right?
Yeah. He's hold on.
Let's see.
Oh, Impuritus. Impuritus. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good movie. People check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
so like when I see the entities, bro, I'm like, damn, what the hell?
It starts off a little bit slow, but it makes up for it. But it does make up for it. So give it a shot. You'll like it. Anybody who likes horror movies, sci-fi, you'll dig it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. So what else you got going on today? Anything good, bro?
Well, not much. It's gonna be another day of playing around with editing, just having fun with it. Because when I do that,
now that I got you on here, and I'm not even apologizing for cutting you off because I tried to do the Canva, and I can't.
Fuck,
it's
you're
asking me
to the wrong dude for Canva.
No, but it's saying I got to sign up for a subscription. And it's gonna take like $9 a month out or something. I got to pick a plan. Did you have to do that?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah. It's Canva. I use Splice and Canva is more. Splice is more involved than I thought it was. I just figured out how to actually use all the features, but Canva is much more detailed, and you gotta it basically you gotta just do a tutorial and just do it step by step. It's a pain in the butt, man. It's not the easiest one to just wade right into. You got to take it slow. Sophie, uh, she did all of her editing stuff, learning on Canva by doing a tutorial, step by step.
Yeah, I'm gonna get I'm gonna buy that,
Paid
the
version.
pro.
Yeah, the paid version's better. So
Definitely,
yeah,
that's what I'm gonna get. Emerald, what do you know about the Camden Aquarium? That's right. That's not far from me, man. That's like right over the bridge.
that would be cool, man. That'd be some good videos. We got an aquarium here nearby that my
I'll tell you
grandson.
what, man. The Philly Zoo is pretty cool, bro. I plan on doing a trip there this summer too.
Oh shit, I'll come up for that one.
Yeah, it's nice, bro. Oh, you're in New Jersey. That's what's up. New Germany. There's some good spots in Jersey, man. Good restaurants. What's the name of that one place? We went there. I think it's in Cherry Hill.
So my goal
I
with
don't know.
editing,
Anyway,
bro, is to learn one or two new things each day. That's it. I don't have to make a huge stride every day, just a little bit every day. And then in a month,
no, yeah, that's what I want to do.
yeah, I'll help you with what I can help you with. It's not a whole lot, but you know, you'll pick it up, man. I was really discouraged at the beginning. You can ask Sophie.
Dixie.
I didn't like it, but I gave it a chance. You can do it, bro. It's not as bad as you think. Hey, what's up, Vixie?
Oh yeah, the jellyfish tunnel. Yeah, that's a good one too, though. The aquarium's really a good one, man.
I've never been stung by a jellyfish. One time, a little
Man,
tiny
fuck
piece
that.
of a tentacle
Fuck that.
and it was a dead jellyfish, but a little tiny piece of a tentacle just tapped my side, and that freaking shit stung forever, man. And that was just a little tiny piece, just touched me. So if one wrapped around my arm or side or leg, I mean, I guess I will be making a mad dash to get some vinegar.
Man, you guys can have all that shit because I remember being a young lad and getting stung. No, 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 no. That was not a good sight, man. That
My
hurt.
daughter's been stung. Yeah, she says it's not fun.
They're vicious, bro. Yeah, it's still poisonous when they're dead too.
Yeah, I was surprised. It did. It lit me up.
Oh,
So I
definitely,
learned that
man.
the
They're
hard way.
vicious. Oh yeah. So what else? Just chilling the rest of the day, man. You're gonna go over
Yeah.
Sophie's, right?
Yeah.
11:15,
Oh
she
yeah.
said.
Yep. Yep. I'm always down to watch some content, man. Like that's the best. And when my friends do content, I try to show up to support because that's what it's all about, man. The rest of the shit's for the birds, man.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely like annoying. You see the same shit, bro.
But I'm going to buy the pro version to finish it.
Yes.
The
Okay,
pro. So,
Cindy.
so is there three versions? I know there's a. I'm paying for one, but there are some of those, like some of the little clips, the videos, and some of the music says pro. So I guess you have to have the better package in order to access some of that stuff. So that's why I use Splice too. That way I can kind of pull from both.
Yeah, I like Splice. I was looking at that last night. Then that's what's up. Oh well, shit. I guess it's that time, man.
All right. Well,
Dude, I appreciate you. Got me some
yeah.
more
Thanks for
people
having
up
me
in
on,
here.
brother.
You coming in here got me at least another 20 people all day long. I appreciate that.
Well, we started
Everybody in
doing
here.
We should start doing a regular morning show, man. We should
Yeah, man, have some
talk about
fun.
other shit. Talk about all kinds of this, a mixture of things.
I want
The
to do
content,
reaction videos, bro. Like pick a topic, show some of the clip, and then really get into a good conversation. You know, that's what I
yeah,
like.
yeah. This bad neighbor crap. This guy in Cincinnati, the Jules turned me on to this channel. It's Dad Sled. And he has a problem with these neighbors, man. And the ones he's filming the neighbor's filming him. They got court battle going on. Yeah, it's nuts, bro. It's nuts. But it's you get like hooked on this shit. And I went down the
Oh
rabbit
yeah,
hole.
I
I
like
watched
that.
every freaking video. But it's really interesting, and it grabs a hold of you once you get familiar with the people. So maybe
Now
we'll
I
pull
watched
that up
that.
and look at it.
I watch them guys that go out and just like the one guy, he's got a channel, Outdoor Boys, man. He goes out and he like goes in Alaska and he digs these, he makes these big shelters underneath the snow, right?
Yeah.
One video, 15-minute video, freaking 50 million views, bro.
I saw that, man. Is that the one where he like puts sod over the top of the roof?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I've always wanted to build something like that. You know what I mean? Like and I have an area where I can do that, but I don't know. You have to. That's a lot of editing. Wouldn't be too hard to edit that video, but that's a
Like
lot
we could right now, like
fun though.
say if it was say we're doing a morning show, we could sit there and talk about the Diddy situation. We could talk about the Tyson situation. We could talk about the whatever situation we wanted to, movies, actors, actress, like whatever, and still be able to do it because people understand that there's no bullshit. Rather than other people's content as attack streams, hate streams, chump streams. They're the chumpers.
Yeah, pretty
Straight to
much.
figure out.
Pretty much. It's the truth. No, like if we can, I'm down for that. I mean, I know he's got a lot of family obligations in the mornings, but we can try to maybe work something out where we fit something in.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I would like
maybe
to.
not every day, but close to it, something like that.
Yeah, damn straight. Get something rocking and rolling.
Be fun.
Yeah, but I am going to get rocking and rolling.
All right.
Everybody, thank you, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you, Johnny, for coming by. Remember, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you like this video, you can share this video. And yes, you will be hearing a lot more of me with the descriptions and talking about what you can do. And hopefully one day if I get good at this editing, I can do all kinds of other shit, man, because that's really what the channel's about. There's a lot of good people here. Thank you. I hope you have a blessed day. If you're in a rainy city or state, stay dry. And remember, be nice, man. It doesn't cost you anything. And stay blessed, not stressed. Let God handle the rest. Thank you all for coming by. God bless. Take care.